Back to another live segment. I'm so excited to be live today. I hope and pray that I do not take up any more than 30 minutes. I say that every week and then anything just happens. But I'm excited today. I'm excited because the sun is out, spring is here. I don't know about y'all, but I deal with allergies. So they have actually not been too bad. I actually started taking my allergy medicine, I want to say maybe 2.5 weeks ago. So I was kind of ahead of the game. As soon as I started feeling a little crazy, I'm like, oh, it must be allergies. Let me go ahead and start taking it. So that's been very, very helpful for me, and I'm very thankful. But I'm excited for the warmer weather. I'm excited for the longer days. And I'm excited for the sun. It did rain yesterday, but the sun is out today. So that's all that matters. But I am back today with another live segment every Tuesday at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. I love to go live and just talk about a specific topic that I feel as though my potential clients and those of you listening could also be potential clients too, may be struggling with. I've been in the styling industry for over a decade, and as a style savant, I focus on helping aspiring, sophisticated women align their inner beauty with their outer appearance. And I do that through body shaping, capsule wardrobing, and of course, confidence building. Now, the body shapes was something that I wanted to focus on because it was a frustration for me. I felt like a lot of women were coming to me wanting me to help them and style them and curate wardrobes for them, and they did not know their size. So, after speaking to them, getting to know them, and asking them for their sizes, thinking that they knew, I always either got, oh, I don't know my sizes, or here are my sizes, and they're completely wrong. So there's so many different experiences that I've had throughout the styling industry thus far that have got me right here today to just share all my knowledge and to share these specific topics and just pieces of advice with you all in hopes of it helping you all to grow and to learn more about your style, but to also shift your relationship with style because that's my overall mission in the styling industry, to truly shift women's and even men's relationship with style, whether it be their relationship with their body, whether it be their relationship with what colors, what styles, what fabrics to wear, whether it be where they're shopping, whether it be how they're putting outfits together. My mission is to help you to shift your relationship with style. So I hope this video does that for you today. So today's topic, if you don't already know, we're talking about the key style mistakes that are holding you back from really elevating your style, from improving your style, from truly stepping into your personal style. Because a lot of the times I feel like we don't realize that we're the ones that are holding ourselves back. It's not other people, it's not the situation that we're in, it's not our circumstances, it's us. So I want to talk to you all about those mistakes that you may be making when it comes to your personal style and why they could be holding you back. So, number one, not being open to trying new things. Not being open to trying new things. I've said this before and I get it. You know, we've been styling ourselves for our entire lives. So, depending on how old you are, whether you're in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, you've been styling yourself for that long. So, you think, you know what you love. You know what colors look best on you. You know what styles flatter your shape. You know where to shop. You know what to purchase when you go into these stores or even when you're shopping online. But over time, you change. And over time, your preferences and what you like in style and fashion, they change too. Over time, your life changes. Over time, your body changes. So, how you have been looking and seeing yourself is completely different from obviously how someone else can see you. So, just like you go to a personal trainer, just like you go to the nail salon, just like you get your hair done once a month or every 2 months, you hire someone to help you to give you the necessities and to give you the resources that you need to learn what you don't know, but also you don't know everything. So it's great to hand that over to someone who could give you a different perspective and to also show you what else you could be doing that you may not have thought of. Because the fact of the matter is that we think we know everything about ourselves, myself included, but we don't. We don't know everything. We don't know everything about ourselves, and we don't know everything about everything. We only know what we know. So it's really important to be open to trying new things, not just trying new things when it comes to style, not just trying new things when it comes to fashion, but also trying new things when it comes to working with others and hiring people to assist you and help you. So sticking to the same styles, the colors, or silhouettes out of habit can keep you from discovering what truly flatters you. Style evolution is key. So that's the thing about style. That's the thing about fashion. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be an opportunity for you to experiment and try new things, not to stick to the same things over and over again. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm contradicting myself, because I'm all for finding your style uniform. I'm all for curating a capsule wardrobe. I'm all for sustainability and making sure that you have the right pieces so that you can consistently, find your groove in fashion and style. But sometimes that can get boring. Or sometimes you may want to add something else into your style uniform just to try, just to see. Maybe you want to switch out one of the items that you thought was one of your favorites and switch it out for a different color. Or maybe even switch it out for a different style just to get a different feel for what style and fashion is for you. So I definitely want you to make sure that you are open to trying new things. Open to trying new things, open to stepping out of your comfort zone. And if you do decide to work with a stylist, whether it be me, whether it be someone else, or whether it may be a subscription service, there are so many different subscription services out here that offer styling services. Whatever direction you decide to go into, and they suggest something for you that you've never worn before, or something that doesn't technically seem like your style, or something that's different from what you are used to, try it. Just try it and see. Just try it and see if it's something that works for you. I don't know if y'all remember, but when I was younger, I don't know if y'all remember when y'all were younger, but I remember when I was younger, maybe like 3 or 4, and my parents, specifically my dad, and I could have been a little older than that, but they were introducing me to new foods. And it's like, I'm 3, I'm 4, maybe I'm 5. I've never had this before. I've only been around for but so long. I don't want to try that. What is that? That's different. That's new. I don't like stuff like that. And I would find myself saying, I don't like, I don't like. And my dad or whoever was giving me food at that time would ask me, have you even ever tried it before? It's like, no, I haven't. I just know I don't like it. How childish is that? You've never tried a style. You've never tried a color ever before, but you're afraid to try it now. Or you think that it won't work for you. You assume that it won't work for you, but you've never tried it. I just want y'all to sit with that, because to me it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy to be afraid to try something that you've never even tried before. And I get being fearful, I get being nervous, I get being scared, but you have to learn to push past that. You have to learn to push past those fears, because ultimately, you don't know what's on the other side. Ultimately, you don't know what's on the other side. You may end up loving that one thing that you thought you hated. You may end up loving that one thing you thought was not for you, or you thought was not going to look good on you. You may end up loving it, but you won't know until you try it. This is a conversation I have with my clients every single day. Every single day. Do I get tired of saying it? Yes. But do I know that people need to hear this, and people need to know what I'm saying, and they need to hear this perspective? Yes. So I'm going to have to keep saying it, right? So moving on to number 2. The other point of mistakes, or the other point that I wanted to make as far as the key style mistakes that could be holding you back, is not planning ahead. So many of you, women or men, you have an event coming up, and you know the event is coming up. It's in your calendar. It's been in your calendar probably for about a couple of weeks, maybe even a month. And instead of you planning and thinking like, what should I wear to this event? Because it's a black tie event, or it's a formal event, or it's an event that you know you probably don't already own something that you could wear to. You know you need to purchase something, But you keep putting it off because you're not really sure where to shop, you're not really sure where to go, you're not really sure what to look for, or maybe you don't want to spend the money. And you keep putting it off and you keep putting it off. And then it comes down to the week of the event. Let's say maybe 3 days before the event. Now you're running around at the last minute, stressed out, settling for whatever you come across because at this point you've waited too late to actually find something and to actually invest in something that makes the most sense for you. Now you have to settle and get whatever it is that's available. Get whatever it is that's in your size because you don't have any time. You don't have the time. And you can't go tomorrow because you have a meeting. You can't go the day after that because you have some other obligation. And then you can't go the day after that because that's the actual day of the event and you just don't have time. We do this same thing every single time there's an event. Every single time there's something that we have to get dressed for. It's a cycle that never ends. But I want it to stop today. I want it to stop today because many of us are wasting clothes because we're going out buying things at the last minute that we don't technically like, but we take it anyway because that's all that we can get. That's all that we want to spend. And we hold on to it and just wear it that one time. We don't want to get rid of it because we're like, oh, I just bought that, or I spent money on that, or I may need that again. And it's like, you never even liked it that much to begin with. You never even loved it that much to begin with. But because you waited until the last minute and you did not plan ahead, now you find yourself in that same cycle over and over again. So not planning ahead, waiting until the last minute to put an outfit together leads to frustration and rushed choices. A little outfit planning saves time and boosts confidence. Now, I know I'm different from you all. I can relate to you all in a lot of different ways, but I'm also very different because when I was younger, I loved planning out my outfits for the week. I don't know if anybody else can relate to this. Let me know in the comments if you can relate. But when I finally got the opportunity, which was in the 3rd grade, my mother finally gave me the opportunity to actually dress myself. That was a responsibility. That was my responsibility as a 3rd grader to do my homework, get good grades, do whatever else I'm being asked, but also dress myself. And for me, that was a job. And I took a lot of pride in dressing myself and in picking out my clothes for the week. So this is something that I still do to this day, kind of, sort of. My weeks look way different than what they did when I was in the 3rd grade. But when I am planning ahead, when I am traveling, or even when I know that I have a busy week ahead and I know I need to figure out a specific outfit for specific occasions, I first pull up my calendar and I see what's going on. I try to figure out what's happening. I try to figure out what I'm getting myself into. Now that I have that mapped out, I then go and look at the weather. I look at the weather because one thing about me, I don't like being cold, but I also don't like being hot. I don't want to overlayer and sweat, and then I don't want to underlayer and be freezing. So I look at the weather for the week. I look at the weather on the days where I know that I'll be doing all the things. And I then figure out what looks or what outfits I want to put together that aligns with what I'm doing and aligns with the weather. And obviously, I need to think about, what I'm doing prior to that event and what I'm doing after. Because sometimes it's just not me going to that one event or going to that one meeting. Sometimes I have multiple things to do in the day. So I need to make sure that my outfit complements my lifestyle and really aligns with everything that I'm doing in that one day. So if I have to have a meeting, or for example, I'm going live, then maybe I have a meeting after that. I have a call. Then I have to pick up my nephew or pick up my niece, drop them off. Then I'm going to another meeting. Then I'm going to work out. I need to make sure that what I'm wearing aligns with all of that. And of course, the working out piece, that could be a little challenging. Not saying you have to wear your workout gear underneath your clothes, but some people do. Just to make sure that they are prepared for anything. So planning ahead is what's going to help you to truly step into your personal style and truly help you to elevate your style and the choices that you're making. It alleviates frustration, it alleviates stress, and it also makes getting dressed so much easier for you because you're now planning ahead. You know what's coming up, you know what you need, you know what you don't have, you know all the things because you thought about it and you planned ahead. So, moving on. Point number 3, wearing the wrong sizes, y'all. So, this is another mistake that is holding you back from, you know, really showing up as your authentic self and also honing in on your personal style, your signature style. Wearing the wrong size. This is something that a lot of us do. And honestly, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why we choose to wear the wrong sizes. It could be a psychological thing. You feel like, oh, okay, well, this size 10 fits me, but I'm really a size 12. But I'm just gonna keep thinking I'm a size 10 because I don't want to be a size 12. And it's like, but if you're a size 12, just buy a size 12. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Don't allow the number, don't allow the letters, don't allow any of that to make you feel like you need to be anything other than that. Society has made women and even men feel like we need to look a certain way, be a certain size, and show up a certain way in order to be considered beautiful, handsome, presentable, approachable, accepted. And I'm here today to tell you that none of that matters. None of that matters. If you're a size 4, great. If you're a size 14, great. If you're a size 40, great. As long as you know that size and know that number, that's all that matters. And whether you're comfortable with it or not, you have to learn to be comfortable with it. Now, unless you're on a mission, unless you're on a journey, because it is a journey, unless you're on a journey to lose weight and be a certain size, or even to gain weight, because not everybody is on a journey to lose. Some people feel as though they're too skinny and they need to gain. And that's not an issue either. That's quite all right. If you're in that boat and you're in the process of losing, that's great. That's awesome. That's a great accomplishment. But don't allow other people's opinions and what other people have to say to dictate what you should look like, or to dictate what your size should be, or what number you should be when it comes to sizing. As long as you know that and are working to be comfortable with that, that's all that matters. Stop letting people tell you what size you should be. None of that matters. I'm always encouraging my clients, and I'm sure I've said this on here before, but I'm always encouraging my clients to take their measurements every single quarter, because it's up to you to know what your sizes are. And to me, that's really the only way that you can control what you wear. A lot of what happens in our life and within our journey is out of our control. But one thing that we can control is what we're wearing. One thing that we can control is how we're showing up. One thing that we can control are our outfits and what we put on the outside. So in order to control that, you need to know your sizes. You always need to be updated, and you always need to know what your sizes are. Many of us take our measurements once and we're like, oh, okay, I'm a size 8. And then 2 years later, you've gained or you've lost and you didn't realize it. We look at ourselves every day, and most of the time we can't tell when our bodies are changing, but other people can. And our clothes can too, because you can be a size 8 today, and in 2 years you're a size 4, and you're trying your clothes on, trying to figure out why they're falling off. Or you're a size 8 today and a size 10 next week, and you're trying your clothes on, trying to figure out, wait a minute, I just bought these pants. Why are they too small? So it's so important to stay updated on your sizes It's so important to stay updated on your measurements. So you're not putting yourself in a situation where you feel like you need to make unnecessary changes when it comes to your body. Your body is going to change on its own, regardless of what you do. Your body is going to change on its own because it changes over time, just like we change over time. The older we get, we change. When our lifestyles change, we change. When our perspective on life changes, we change. When our mindset shifts, we change. When our surroundings change, we change. When our environment changes, we change. So everything around us is changing inevitably. It's nothing we can do about it. And our bodies are something that is on that list as well. So it's important to always stay updated and wear the right size. Your body changes over time, and so should your wardrobe. So should your wardrobe. Not keeping up with your current size can lead to clothes that don't fit or flatter properly. And now we're stuck in a situation where all of the clothes in our wardrobe no longer fit us, and now we're confused. Now we have to go out and get rid of everything or keep wearing it and feeling like, oh, I want to love my wardrobe, but nothing fits. So now that means I have to go lose weight because nothing in my wardrobe fits. When in reality, this could have been avoided if you just kept yourself updated with your sizing. So that way you knew when you needed to shift in whatever size that you were purchasing. So 2 more. So number 4, another mistake that we make is ignoring the power of tailoring, y'all. I talk about this all the time. Tailoring is key. Tailoring is the easiest way to get your clothes to fit as if they are custom. Many of us, some of us, can't afford to purchase custom clothing, can't afford to get our clothes made from scratch. So tailoring is the easiest, what's the word I'm looking for? The easiest alternative to custom clothing. Not everything you purchase off the rack is going to fit you perfectly. And also every single brand fits different. Every single brand is cut differently for the most part. So if you purchase something and you're like, oh, I know I'm a size small, but then you purchase a size small in one brand and it's too tight or it's too fitted and you're like, wait a minute, this isn't fitting the way that I want it to fit. So you end up having to size up to a medium. You're like, okay, I feel a little bit better, but the medium isn't really looking the way I want it to look. It just needs a little bit of altering. It needs a little bit of hemming. It just needs a little bit of stitching. So in order to make it fit perfectly, just take it to the tailor, y'all. Tailors can really work their magic with most pieces. Now, I will say some fabrications, some items, they just aren't tailorable and it's just not worth it. But if you're investing in a quality piece, or even if you're not investing and it's something that is $50 or $40 or even $30, and the quality is there and you love it, but it just doesn't fit you properly, just get it tailored. Just get it tailored. It's so simple. Such a simple adjustment that I feel like most people forget about. And I know I get it. Like a lot of people say like, oh, I don't have time to take things to the tailor. That's the extra step I have to take. I get it 100%. I hear it all the time. But think about it. If you really love an item and you wear it a lot, but it just doesn't fit exactly how you want it to fit, why not take 20 minutes to drop something off at the tailor, pick it up in 2 days, or maybe a week, or maybe less, and now it fits perfectly. That's all. That's all you had to do. Sometimes we have to try new things. Tailoring can mean you're trying new things. A lot of people don't get their clothes tailored. A lot of people don't want to go through that process. A lot of people feel like it's harder than what it is, when in reality it's not. Get a tailor. Go to your local tailor. Google what tailors are local to me. Look at the reviews. See what people are saying. Ask your friends, ask your colleagues, ask your employers. Do y'all go to a tailor? What? Typically the dry cleaners can tailor your clothes too. Very, very simple. So stop ignoring the power of tailoring. Many women and men assume an item should fit perfectly off the rack, but slight alterations can take a piece from just okay to flawless. Just like that. So be open to tailoring. Last but not least, you're prioritizing trends over personal style. Now, I'm not going to talk too deep into this because I can talk about trends all day, every day, and how much I do not like them. It's 1 o'clock, and I said I would stop at 1, but I have to finish this out. But I may do another segment on trends. I don't know. We'll see. But many of you are prioritizing trends because you don't know your personal style, or you haven't honed in on your personal style yet. And you feel as though, well, oh, if I follow trends, or if I go out and buy what everybody else is buying, or if I go out and wear what everybody else is wearing, then I'll feel better because I'll be on trend. Being on trend is cool, right? Being on trend is important. Like, everybody should be on trend. No, everybody doesn't have to follow trends. You can still be your own authentic self and gravitate towards what you love, what excites you, what makes you feel good, what makes you look good, and not follow trends and still be on trend. Having your own personal signature style is on trend. Wearing what makes you feel wearing what makes you feel good, wearing what makes you look good is being on trend. Wearing what aligns and flatters your shape and wearing the colors that make you happy and excited is being on trend. I feel like a lot of us are so focused on the wrong things. We're so focused on what everybody else is wearing, what everybody else is doing, when in reality, we should be focusing on ourselves. We are what's important. Our thoughts, our opinions are what's important about how we're showing up. Also, don't want to contradict myself. It is important to understand how you want to be perceived. Obviously, you want people to see you in a certain way. You want people to feel as though or know as though you're confident, you're authentic, you are comfortable, you are approachable, you are relatable, you are a boss, and you know what you're talking about. You're a professional, you are highly skilled. You want everybody to know that you are that and you exude that. But in order for you to exude that, you have to work on yourself first. So work on your inner and figure out what needs to change in here so that you can truly exude who you are on the outside. You cannot be confident if you're not comfortable. You cannot be confident if you're not clear with who you are. And that's a whole process too. So chasing trends without considering what suits your body, shape, lifestyle, and personality can leave you with a closet full of clothes that don't feel like you at all. So it's so important to understand that trends are cool. You can follow them if you like, but here at FCB Luxury Styling, I don't encourage my clients to follow trends.